Good evening and welcome to Tyler Carlin Tonight. The stench of heresy is so pungent tonight that you can taste it through the Wi-Fi. Moments ago, Axios dropped a flaming meteor on the right-wing conspiracy industrial complex. According to Axios, quote, President Trump's Justice Department and FBI have concluded that they have no evidence to suggest that convicted sex offender and disgraced financier Jeffrey Epstein blackmailed powerful figures, kept a client list, or was murdered, according to a memo detailing the findings obtained by Axios. So in other words, the bombshell list MAGA influencers waved around like pom-poms at a pep rally, poof, filed on their unicorns by honest Pam Bondi testimony. Which suddenly makes this appearance by Attorney General Pam Bondi back in February all the more interesting.
DOJ may be releasing the list of Jeffrey Epstein's clients? Will that really happen?
It's sitting on my desk right now to review. That's been a directive by President Trump. I'm reviewing that. I'm reviewing JFK files, MLK files. That's all in the process of being reviewed because that was done at the directive of the president from all of these agencies.
So have you seen anything that you said, oh my gosh?
Not yet.
Okay. Well, we'll check back with you.
Did you see that? Those Fox News hosts were practically misting over Attorney General Pam Bondi's every syllable as she gushes eyes wide open about the Epstein client list sitting on my desk right now. She basks in the spotlight, promising that she's about to drop more names than a TMZ red carpet reporter, and the sycophants swoon. Jack Posobiec, Chaya Raichik, an entire menagerie of blue-check keyboard warriors. They were summoned to the White House, handed thick binders, posed for photos like they just cracked open Watergate. They assured their followers the reckoning was hours away. Months pass, still nothing. Suddenly, the very same Pam Bondi says, oh, that list doesn't exist. Abracadabra, the evidence evaporates. Either she's lying then or she's lying now. Both can't be true. So ask yourself, why teleport all these right-wing influencers who are gifted phase 1 of the Epstein files? Were they duped or were they accomplices in a grift designed to keep the MAGA base doped up on hopium while Trump's cronies dismantle Medicaid? Why would you have an entire event at the White House for these conservative internet personalities if there was no there? There was Pam Bondi lying when she was summoning these people to the White House and said that the client list was on her desk. Or is she lying now when she says that the client list no longer exists? What was in those binders that were handed out to all of these right-wingers that they waved around? Are they in on it too? Why wouldn't these truth seekers like Chaya Raichik of Libs of TikTok and Jack Posobiec not tell their audiences the truth? Are they part of some big cover-up? Or did they always know that there was no there? Was the whole thing just a scam to sell a con job to the rubes in the base? Again, you eat what's for dinner and you won't ask any questions. Ask why, you're told the list is classified, the deep state is blocking it. Asking questions is woke, or the newest favorite is asking questions is treason against the dear leader. So for years now, the Republicans were and are the ones accusing the Democrats of being part of some deep state conspiracy seeking to protect pedophiles. And yet now, look at who these very people are protecting. And don't take my word for it, take Elon Musk's from a certain tweet that nearly got him deported. He took to Twitter writing, time to drop the really big bomb. Donald Trump is in the Epstein files. That's the real reason that they have not been made public. Have a nice day, DJT. The tweet alone should have detonated cable news. Instead, the right responded with a coordinated shrug. Suddenly, the release the list crowd discovered nuance. Oh, well, I guess we do know about that connection, but still, that was a long time ago. It's not like Trump has said anything recently that would suggest that he's got something to hide, right? Roll the vintage footage. Trump points, Epstein smirks. The camera captures what will age like milk in the July sun. Flash forward to 2002, New York Magazine. Trump says, I've known Jeff for 15 years. Terrific guy. He's a lot of fun to be with. It is even said that he likes beautiful women as much as I do, and many of them are on the younger side. Younger side, folks. The predator recognized another predator. But MAGA media pretends Trump barely knew the guy, just another tourist at the club buffet. If Hillary Clinton so much as so shared a zip code with Epstein, these same pundits would demand SWAT raids. Trump stands shoulder to shoulder with him. Oh, old news, move along, nothing to see here. The cognitive dissonance would make a chiropractor rich. They branded Epstein the devil. Fine, accurate, but refused to admit that their orange messiah, Julius, danced with the devil in strobe-lit clubs. Remember, the right is the movement that turned a single Clinton pizza email into a global child trafficking myth. Yet real footage, real quotes, real tweets implicating Trump, suddenly, we need more proof. That never happened. Enter Deputy FBI Director Dan Bongino. Pre-appointment, he railed that the Epstein cover-up would shake the foundations of the Republic. Watch.
Ladies and gentlemen, nobody knows how much material people have on Jeffrey Epstein. Who was videoed where those videos are. I was told by someone a long time ago, a very knowledgeable reporter, and it's not my information. I'm not hiding. You're hiding up for some foreign government. You're protecting. I'm not protecting anyone. I'm only telling you what I was told. That some governments around the world may have some material that's related to the Epstein thing. Bill Clinton was knee deep in this, man. I have a very, very good source. I've told you this story. Forgive me for repeating it if you're a P1, but some people are new here and never heard this. He was on the plane with Bill Clinton and Epstein on one of Epstein's planes when Bill Clinton was on the plane with some women who, according to my source, looked underage.
And well, now this is Dan Bongino's answer when he's asked why the files hadn't been released.
On the Epstein files, listen, I know this is a hot potato for folks. I totally understand. My comments were clear. I'm not paid for my opinions anymore. I work for the taxpayer now. I'm paid on evidence. That's it. The evidence we have in our files clearly indicates that it was, in fact, a suicide. We do have video. It's not the greatest video in the world. I don't want to set expectations on fire.
So when pressed about the now missing files, Bongino stammers about the chain of custody and ongoing investigations. Classic Fetstall tactics. The MAGA diehards, however, aren't buying it. Here's a small sampling of the replies to Bongino's latest tweet, which, by the way, isn't even about Epstein. FBI Director Dan Bongino is participating in the cover-up of the largest pedophile ring ever. You'll never not be discredited now. Fraud. Really had hopes that you were the one to bring it all to light. What a disappointment. AI pack sellout. All trust is gone. Traitor. Just blink twice if they've threatened you. You should be arrested for criminal conspiracy. And it goes on and on and on. Someone literally begs, by the way, for him to blink twice if threatened. That's not left-wing trolls, that's his base spelling betrayal. They were promised a festival of democratic mugshots. Instead, they got a memo exonerating everyone except the guy they worship. So let's put the pieces together. 1. Bondi flaunts a list. 2. Influencers get stage props. 3. The DOJ claims that the list never existed. 4. Musk drops Trump's name. And 5. Bongino goes silent. Occam's razor. There was a list, it was scorched, and the arsonists are in the Oval Office trophy cabinet. Meanwhile, the same White House is kneecapping civil rights probes, nuking food stamps, and weaponizing DHS to raid congressional offices. But sure, tell me more about your war on pedophiles. You're protecting the alleged John Doe #1 because cult loyalty trumps morality. This is less QAnon, more QVC, the grift channel. They sell outrage merch while the rubes PayPal donations. It's a scam wrapped in a t-shirt hustle. Nobody in the mainstream media will frame it this plainly, so I will. Donald Trump's government just absolved itself of investigating Trump. Epstein is a perfect dead man. He can't testify, he can't flip, so the DOJ smothers the trail. Bondi burns the evidence, and Elon Musk yells, "Squirrel," to distract the kennel. That's the whole show. That's the whole game. Ask why Elon Musk, self-styled free speech absolutist, won't share the screenshots. Why Bondi won't publish even a heavily redacted list. Why Bongino, the supposed swamp drainer, won't speak. Because lies require secrecy. Truth survives in sunlight. Publish the damn files if they're empty. Prove us wrong. But they won't, and you know why. Now, will MAGA abandon the grift? A splinter will, but the rest will pivot to a fresh conspiracy. Maybe Epstein was cloned by Fauci. Maybe the list is in Hunter Biden's laptop. Whatever keeps the dopamine loop spinning. Con men rely on sunk cost fallacy. The longer you've believed the con, the harder it is to admit you were conned. Better to double down than reckon with reality. But here's the crack in their armor. Every new self-inflicted wound costs the moderates. We just saw an 89-point blue swing in Brooklyn, South Brooklyn. Omaha fired a GOP mayor. Swing District's poll underwater for Trump's Medicaid cuts. Each broken promise, like the vanished Epstein files, nudges voters left. So keep lying, fellas. The backlash writes itself. Never forget the bigger mission. While they turned conspiracy theory into reality TV filler, they're gutting the very programs that keep families afloat. They pray that you'll chase rabbit holes instead of hospital bills. That's why my sign-off is always the same. They want to censor us, demonetize us, bury us under the algorithmic quicksand, because an informed public is their apocalypse. So smash the subscribe button, let me know what you think down in the comments below, leave a like, share this with a friend who's still humoring the release the list chant. Tell them that the list was incinerated by the very people who built their outrage machine. We're not done. Next episode, we expose the Medicaid meat grinder and the tech bro e-discovery panopticon. They can silence one voice, but not a million. This is Tyler Carlin, and if they hate that, good. It means that we are still dangerous.